Marty, thank you. We talk so much about Frederick Douglass here in Rochester and so little about his son, Lewis.
Yeah,
Rose O'Keefe, yeah.
Rose O'Keefe is working to change that up a bit with her new book, Special Delivery from One Stop to Another on the Underground Railroad.
Yeah, Rose joins us now to talk about this work of historical fiction, and we thank you for joining us. Historical fiction, but there's some truth, of course, in what you're writing about.
It's all based on the facts. I spent 9 years looking for all the facts I could find about the family because they're hard to find. They're buried in endnotes. They're very,
it's hard to believe that that would be the case, considering we're talking about Frederick Douglass, who lived a life of prominence.
Volumes about him, and his politics and his
family,
agenda. The family issues. Well, if you think of movie stars today, the privacy issues were the same back then.
Really?
And because he had admirers, but he had people who would lynch him on the spot. So they were very protective of their family. And it's really hard to find anything about them. But the whole time that I was doing all this research, I just wonder, what would it be like to be a kid in that family with this world-famous dad who is almost always on the road and, you know, strict mom at home. Oh, boy. A lot of people have that. And they were very religious. They didn't attend churches, but they read the Bible every night. And I had to ask, do you know Curtis Rivers from Moodmakers?
Yes.
And I said, well, I grew up Catholic. We did not read the Bible after dinner every night.
No,
and I said,
I grew up Catholic too. We didn't read the Bible after dinner every night.
Right, and I said to Curtis, the Bible's so, there's a lot in it. Everybody reads. The little kids get to hear all the really gory stuff that's in the Bible. He goes, oh yeah, from day one.
So that's what this family was like?
Yes, they read every night. And the thing that I could relate to as a girl in a big family was that we had sit-down dinner, you know, 6.5 days a week, and there were family meals and then the fancy ones when there were guests. And Lewis likes it when it's family style. But when Dad comes home, he brings all these guests, and some of them are, you know, very, I'll just say, so it's the good china, the good tablecloth, and the kids don't get to talk at the table. And so he likes it when it's just all of them in the kitchen and they're talking and laughing, and if somebody makes a splash, nobody's going to get yelled at.
So this is a companion to the other book that you wrote, which I remember we interviewed you for, Frederick and Anna Douglass in Rochester, New York. Their home was open to all.
Yes, which it was. And I'll just say, growing up, we had a fair amount of guests come to our dinners, and this was so beyond that, because not only would they take in fugitives, and Lewis's job in the story, but in life, I'm assuming, was that he would have to light the fires. You know, they always traveled in bad weather. So he would have to get the fires going and lugging out all those ashes. And in this story, he's grumbling about chores, and he hates some chores, and he can't wait not to have to do others.
So some things never change.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
It's just like home.
That's great.
People can actually hear a little bit more about it tonight.
Yes, I'm doing I call it a show and tell, but it's Educators Week at Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
So I'll be giving a 20-minute talk on what's true in this that's in Frederick and Anna Douglass.
Okay.
And then I'll be doing a reading from it.
And that's at 7 o'clock tonight at
Barnes & Noble. Yeah, it's
on
called
Monroe Avenue.
Yes, it's called Educators Week. I call it show and tell.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Fascinating look at our history.
Congratulations on the follow-up, too.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.